My name's Ryan and I'm in recovery. So a little morning walk in the park. Just to say, I'm getting a lot more messages than I was before, so I will reply to them all. But just if you're waiting for me to reply, just bear with me. I guess the reaction to the videos and the messages I'm getting, and I've been chatting to people and people are kind of sharing their stories and experiences. I knew it already, but I guess it's just a real eye-opener to just how widespread this problem is. And I'm not just talking about like people with high levels of addiction like I had, but more just how widespread and normalised using cocaine is. You can pretty much get cocaine delivered to your house faster than a takeaway these days, and it's just everywhere in every industry. It's just nuts. I was even talking to someone that was saying about their partner's a football fan, and that's his kind of thing. He goes to watch football matches and away days, and that's his time to kind of really get on it. And I was actually thinking, I'm a West Ham season ticket holder myself, and you just see, if you go walk into the toilets at a game, people are just doing coke openly, not even going into the cubicles. They're normally just having a pee at the urinal and just keying coke into their nose, not caring who sees. It's that normalised these days. Someone even actually one time, it was really funny, walked into the toilet and said, "Why is everyone using the toilet in my cocaine room?" Which is pretty funny, and everyone laughed, but it does go to show how kind of desensitised everyone is to people just taking Class A drugs openly. It's madness, really. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of messages. There's all different kinds of messages from all different kinds of people, but the main thing for me I'm noticing is it's people asking, I really want to get to where you are. What are the 5 things you did, or what was the first thing you did? And kind of questions along those lines. I mean, the first point is everyone's recovery is totally different. Everyone is different. And I don't have the answers. I know what's working for me, but it might work for you, it might not. I'm going to talk about a few things that are kind of helped for me in the early stages, and maybe that will resonate. Yeah, I keep saying it, but the main thing for me is to talk. I spent so long thinking, I've got this, I'll quit when I'm ready, this will be the last time, one more for the road, all this kind of chat to kind of convince myself, and that literally extended my addiction for years longer than it should have. That kind of denial and that talk to myself. And I think the thing is as well, the cleverer you think you are, the harder it is going to be to let go and to admit you have an addiction, because you're always going to be like, kind of convincing yourself either that you're not an addict or justifying it in some way, intellectualizing your behaviour. You might be like, or even then being like, I can just get it back down to normal recreational use by using my brain. I can just have that 1 gram or that 1 line or that 1 drink or whatever it is. But you really need to try to be honest with yourself, truly honest with yourself, and look past your ego and admit you've got a problem, because that's when the real kind of healing can start. And just look past the shame as well. Just go and talk to someone. You don't have to broadcast it to the world like I feel like I'm doing at the moment, but you can just pick one person you trust, whether it's a family member or a loved one, and just speak to them and just really tell them what's happening. A lot of people seem to have a massive problem with that, kind of revealing that secret, and I totally get it. I was the same, but not one person I've told that I care about has supportive. There's not been much judgment. It's getting windy. There's not been much judgment, but you get the odd silly comment on TikTok and stuff, but I don't really care what strangers say to me. It's more, my family have been amazing. My friends have been amazing. Everyone really. I've had all sorts of people contacting me. I've had people from primary school reaching out, people that I used to work with years ago, random people that I met on nights out, literally all sorts of people, and everyone's just been kind of getting in touch just to offer a bit of support or a kind word or whatever. And it's, you just got to try and not look at the stigma attached to addiction. So much of that stigma just keeps us stuck. And society has a lot to answer for in that. There's this whole thing about how keeping your chin up and dealing with things without causing a fuss is what strength is. you know, I disagree. Strength is showing vulnerability. Strength is being willing to ask for help. Strength is admitting that you're in a bad place. It's not hiding your problems until they get so big that they're really, really, really affecting your life day to day. Try and just look past all that. Look, you know, I get that it's difficult, but to take that first step towards properly getting better, you need to reach out and talk to people.